Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rap Diablo, yeah, yeah. It's the Rap Diablo, macho when I drop flows. Bar gets raised up, it's me and Petey Pablo.
My name is Charlotte Stowe. This is my van, and this is my brand. I was born in San Diego. After a big tech crash, my family moved up to Bend, Oregon. I started playing soccer, really wanted to be pro. So eventually I tore my ACLs, both of them.
Yeah.
I started with the left one, blew the ACL and the meniscus, blew the right one and the right meniscus. It was awful. It sucked. I recovered, became an exchange student in France for a summer, spent my senior year of high school in India, came back from that a completely different person, started thinking about whether college was the right thing. So I ended up actually dropping out to be a lifty. Absolutely fell in love with skiing. Of course, the second sport that's the hardest for your knees. Man, it was so good. It was such a good time. It completely changed my perspective of how I wanted to live my life. After the season was over, I bought my Ford Aerostar. Went into the abyss and somehow ended up in Montana a couple months later. I lived on my friend's dad's farm for a few months after that while doing some landscaping.
Nice.
I showered in a creek for a long time and now I'm a lifty again. I'm just enjoying the ski bum life just all the way up in Montana. Work at a private ski resort, the only one in America. It's crazy. Eventually I kind of got bored of just my routine, wake up at 4 a.m., drive up to the mountain, you know, ski all day, go home. I know it's hard to think that somebody could get bored of that, but I wanted more for myself, so I started a clothing brand. I came up with the term last year, totally unaware of what it even meant. It was kind of a joke. And then I kind of made it into this life lesson I've learned going through your dad with cancer, a third world country, tearing your ACLs, made me start looking at the world in little increments of time instead of like this big obstacle that I'm trying to conquer. Whenever I was facing something difficult, I would tell myself, can you conquer this moment for 10 seconds? Can you just thrive for 10 seconds? And that's so easy. If you think of, you could do anything for 10 seconds. But man, when I was sitting in my van, like in the freaking desert, just sweating my ass off, like feeling like all hope is lost, questioning whether it was the right choice. And I just remember being at Zion and like walking around in 105-degree heat, stopping, closing my eyes, counting to 10 and saying, can I continue? Yes. And I kept going. And I've done that millions of times through my whole life journey, and it has got me here today.
Definitely a different kind of video for this channel. Its purpose, you know, first of all, was to promote Charlotte's brand. Really stoked for her and Synergy and seeing where it goes in the future. But second of all, it was about sharing like an incredible story, man. How many of you could say you've lived in an 87 Aerostar for months at a time? Let alone showering in a creek for months at a time, dude. I've always loved hearing about people who have dropped everything they've ever known just to go follow their passion. Coming from somebody who loves stability, that dude, it just blows my mind hearing about it. It takes a lot of confidence and a hell of a lot of courage to do something like Charlotte's doing. So big ups to you, Charlotte. Really stoked for you and seeing where you're going in the future. And again, definitely go check out her brand, man. I'll leave that link in the description. Boys, big buddy, you know I love you. And you know the good Lord there, Robert Ducky loves you, okay? We'll see you in the next one.